Interest and credit were created to misdirect the discrepancy that there's not enough gold in the treasury to back the American economy. As the Federal Reserve Bank continues to mass produce their illegal counterfeit currency illegally and continue to distribute it unevenly to those that wittingly subject themselves to this hypocrisy, all in order to incur more financial debt on the rest of society. There is nothing truly almighty about their money, but we continue to fuel their monopoly. We Americans work hard all our lives to earn some so-called piece of their American pie, but they bake the cake and eat it too, while we fight every day for crumbs off the table. I wonder why, but the answer is simple. We the people are caught up in the hype. All of our lives we're programmed to think that we are worthless unless we got money in the bank. So it becomes our life's mission to attain the most greenbacks, which depict dead master masons. You see, dead presidents still rule this land like a monarchy. They keep it all in their family. They invest in incest in order to accumulate incredible income for them to control the system. They got money locked down by the pound. The Bank of England and the European Legion created the euro. So in order to combat that, or should I say complement that, the newly formed North American Union created the Amero. That's right, the Amero. Coming soon to a bank near you. That's Canada, America, and Mexico combining in order to enhance the value of the dollar and the peso. Our government has accumulated an insurmountable world deficit, from depressions to recessions and then back to inflation. It's all manipulated in order to reduce then boost spending, determined by economic imperialists. Because the American dollar is losing its exchange value on the foreign funny money market. Control of the World Bank and the IMF is America's ultimate target. Because China has a nation of billions who work hard for their yuan. Next to them is Japan, and they work hard for their yen. Whether it be a mark in Denmark, a franc in France, dinar in Kuwait, or a Russian ruble, all money is a way to control the flow and the growth of the common people. While the so-called elite keep this secret very deep. Because no matter our printed paper, silver coins, or shillings, there's one thing we all have in common. We all have a PIN, an account for checking that the elite are saving, tracking what you make and spend, because it's always been about the numbers. Mathematics, the science that we perfected. Proof of our intellect still stands erect in Kemet. They renamed it Egypt. On the soft sand surface, the 3 pyramids in Giza align with the 3 stars in the night sky on purpose. It's not Orion's belt, it's really the belt of Osiris. Our science was so exact to the point where each point of the pyramid is aligned perfectly to the 4 positions of the compass, aligning with the 4 winds of the world. Because like I said before, it's all mathematics. We overstood our place as a people on this planet and our relation to the entities within this galaxy. Now we see our pyramids incomplete on the back of a dollar bill, with the eye of Horus as they symbolic seal. What the hell is the deal? Novus Ordo Seclorum is New World Order, written in Latin, right on the back of the bill. Masonic seals not so clearly concealed. New World Order ain't really that new. Their total control and our total dependence has been predetermined, pre-planned, and been prepared for since they first claimed their own independence after their own Revolutionary War. We celebrated every July 4 since 1776. Just check the Roman numeral sticks on the bottom of that pyramid next time you take out a new crispy single. That buck holds many clues to the riddle, while we prepay and lay away, become more and more in their debt, indentured servitude, slaves to a time clock, so we can get that cold cash, maybe move up a little bit in social class. If we could only attain a little more of that mean green. Cash rules everything around me, cream. So we pray every day, religiously, because in God we're taught to trust that maybe one day we'll hit the lotto. You know what they say, a dollar and a dream, it's become the American way. But I'm here to say, it's all a scheme. As Americans, we have a Bill of Rights, which only proves to me that freedom ain't really free. It's a bill, so you're gonna have to pay for it eventually, or pay the consequences. We depend on money to purchase their technology, to make our lives easy. when in reality, that's the root of our dependency. Materialistic instant gratification. Congress is a corporation who functions solely off the people's soul. Cooperation, constantly controlling capitalism, because we basically have become dumb. Because we worry more about insufficient funds more than we worry about what's being done. Constitution was written by British Freemasons who claim to be Americans. Nothing more but Eurocentric Puritans, religious fundamentalists, missionaries who through acts of terror, murder, and biological warfare created this nation in order to spread their demonocracy, in order to avoid their own taxation without representation, written with only wealthy white men of their time in mind, who fabricated their own currency and monopolized all the money, only in order to enact the same principles and philosophies of their hierarchy, so that only the elite members of their new society can see the profits of their own created prophecy. From the J.P. Morgans, the Rothschilds to the Rockefellers, Lloyds of London and other royal families, they keep prosperity all in their family, so that they can continue to be generationally wealthy, controlled by the same few families who run the Federal Reserve or the Bin Laden and Carlyle groups. Oil reserves in Saudi Arabia, cause those princes and sheiks own most of America, along with China. From Citibank to the private sector, they remain wealthy off capital gains, as if they print out their own paper. Like throughout history, there has always been money changers who control the value of what they said was money, because before that, money did in fact grow on trees. In the form of fruits and berries, we got money from the fields and the sea, through fish, meat, furs and poultry, silks, lumber, and different forms of artistry. You see, before we had they money, we used to trade and barter with each other on a global scale. Through modern day industry, this way has been systematically controlled by corporations. So now it's big business for profit. Even gold was so abundant to us, it's as if it had no monetary significance. We literally lined our walls with it because it was a natural resource. But of course, that got stolen and controlled too, just like our diamonds and our oil, right down to our very people. Natural resources that were stolen and sold back to us for a fee. Even the water we drink today has become a high commodity. It's been ensured that credit cards and Social Security are truly the mark of the beast that feeds off the community. Visa, Master, American Express to Discover, it's all about controlling the numbers. Money doesn't even have to be printed anymore, because now it's all digital. Barcodes, decimals, and beacon scores amount to what your life is worth. It's what we all work hard for, to fill out that form called a W-4 or that 1099, so they can keep track and find all that eternal revenue that they only lend you at times. So by every April 15th, if you haven't claimed what you earn, they will come and get it. They will come and take it. This lesson we all learn soon, cause they garnish your wages. Don't pay their fees, get locked in their cages. So we pay faithfully and pray for a return on our mandatory investment. It's been said, the only guarantee in life is death and taxes. You have no choice but to play their game. Brings me back to that old saying, the rich get richer while the poor get poorer. But I see the bigger picture, because interest and credit were created to misdirect the discrepancy that there's not enough gold in the treasury to back the American economy. So basically, all the money we earn it illegally. It all adds up to monopoly money.